Hey guys, it's Crunk. I just came off an insane weekend where Friday night I was in between two guys having verbal altercation about their payouts. Saturday night I was changing outside to wrestle in a livestock pavilion, and then I drove 2 hours and got pulled over and got a fine for about $300, of course. I'm not going to talk about that, but it was an insane weekend of failures and learning experiences and all kinds of stuff. But I made sure to make it to hang out with my friend AC Mack because I wanted to help him tell his story. I wanted to talk to him. I wanted to ask him questions and learn about him. The best part about it is I feel like we didn't even really scrape the surface of what AC Mack is or who he is or what he's going to become. So the cool thing is I actually really want to talk to him again. I'm going to talk to him again, but I want to record me talking to him again. And I want to get it out for you guys. But this is an awesome interview. It's very raw because it's actually like face to face. So like the audio, like I said, is not the best. I'm not the best at doing that yet, but I'm getting better at it. And so please ignore like any of the little weird things about the audio. I promise I will get better at it. But for now, we'll go to my interview with AC Mack. We'll talk to him. And if you would, please like, subscribe, share the podcast. It means a lot to me. It helps these guys get their stories out. So that's always really cool. And let me know what you think. Like, message me if you see anything in the podcast or hear anything in the podcast that you liked. Please, like, let me know or tell AC Mack. Be like, hey, I also like these things because we're going to talk about stuff like Tumblr, Kanye West, passion for fashion. It's going to be insane. All right, let's go ahead and get to that interview. Thanks.
Oh, it's still gonna sound like that. Oh, fuck.
All right, so we're recording.
Sorry.
Wait, where are you going? Where the fuck are you going? Oh. The good news is we have all that on this.
Yeah.
So I'm in Alan Angel's living room
Hey.
with Alan Angels,
Uh-huh.
Johnny Nix, and Bailey Blake. But I'm here to talk to one AC Mack. He's from the Swats of Atlanta. I'm not sure how much he weighs.
It's irrelevant.
It's getting crazy in here. Let me tell you the time. It's currently 3:24 a.m. And if you want to know why we're up this late, I'm not going to tell you. So I'm going to ask AC Mack about his life now. AC Mack, what's up, man?
We are about to run this Ironman match.
The Iron Man match.
And I am so ready.
At 3:24 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Mac, I don't know what all we're going to talk about or how deep it's going to get or what you're comfortable talking about, but I'm going to ask you questions.
Okay.
My favorite one to start with is the one that probably everyone wants to ask any wrestler ever. What made you want to be a professional wrestler?
Well, that's kind of a long story, so we'll just get into it.
Yes.
In middle school, I had two best friends. One of them was really well off, and his dad would like order the pay-per-views every month, so we would go over there and watch them. WrestleMania 22, we got there super early, and we were really, really bored. So we decided to go outside. He lived in like a subdivision, and we went to this jungle gym, and the jungle gym was kind of like squared off in the center, so it made like a perfect ring.
Okay.
And we were out there just backyard wrestling, just acting as if we were our favorite wrestlers. And the louder we got, people started to like come outside, and we thought we were in trouble, but they kind of stayed and just like watched.
Is this like a one-day experience, or is this just like over time?
No, this is a one-day experience.
Okay. All
the day of WrestleMania 22. And we were just out there for hours and hours. And the longer we went, the more people came out and watched. And I just remember the pay-per-view starting, WrestleMania, and not wanting to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey, I think I want to do this.
So, but you're already a wrestling fan at this point?
Oh, yeah. I was years in by this point, yeah.
What's the like first wrestling experience you know of, like maybe watching it or seeing it?
Probably the end of the Attitude Era. Well, not really the end of it, but around that winner take all Survivor Series match.
Okay.
So in the end of 2001.
And so at that time, what's the reason why you're watching? Like, is there a moment? Is there a wrestler like that made you be like, okay, I gotta watch this from now on?
The moment was actually the SmackDown right before that Survivor Series. It was a tag team match that ended in like a shotgun sequence of just everybody coming out there and running out and hitting their finishers. And as far as a person goes, I mean, hands down, The Rock.
The Rock.
Yes.
So you see The Rock on SmackDown.
Yeah.
They're doing this shotgun finish, and they promote Survivor Series winner takes all, and you're like, I've got to see this.
I was like, I mean, I'm just not coming in, and there's a risk of them going out of business.
And so you're already hooked.
I got to see this.
And so we fast forward WrestleMania 22.
Mm-hmm.
You're wrestling in a jungle gym with your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the bad guy?
I'm Triple H. Oh yeah.
You're Triple H.
Oh,
Who's
yeah.
he?
He one of my friends is John Cena,
Mm-hmm.
so it worked perfectly for that event that day. And then my other friend was obsessed with Jeff Hardy, so that's who he was.
Is it a triple threat?
Oh, it's a triple threat the whole day. The whole day, just hours and hours of
So
a triple
are you just
threat
hitting
match.
pedigrees on people every 5 seconds?
Pedigrees after pedigrees,
I
taking
love it.
swanton bombs. It was great.
And so,
All unsafe, by the way.
right. And so you're this huge wrestling fan. Now you're like, this is what I want to do.
Yes.
How do you go forward from there? Like, do you just go and Google like wrestling schools?
Yeah, I was. This is the end of middle school now. WrestleMania 22 had come and gone. I started to research how much money they were making, like what kind of traveling they were doing. I was like, okay, this sounds fun. This is something I want to get into. So let me look and see what a wrestling school is, where they are. And at the time in Atlanta, it was only the WWA 4.
Right.
So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to go to college here in Atlanta, somewhere, it don't matter, whatever college. And I'm going to train too. But I found A4 and I was like, okay, well, they do free shows every Thursday.
Okay.
So around 2008 is when I started going to the shows as a fan.
Okay.
And that's how I met Fox's wife, Ashley, because Fox had just started training at the time. And so she would go there to support every week. So I would just sit in the crowd with her and just watch the show. Went to college. College got a little bit too demanding. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to focus on this first. And then once I graduate, just go balls deep into wrestling.
Okay. And so you're going
setting up a callback here.
All right. You're going to these Thursday free shows.
Yes.
And you're watching they're students that
Yes.
go to the school that you want to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you watching?
Fox was always one of my favorites. Back then, Black Baron was Black Magic.
Ah.
And I was a fan of his. Who else? Apollo Crews was Uha Nation then.
Yes.
And I mean, the matches that he had with Fox, I mean, those guys would flip all over the place. Germans off the top. It was crazy. I loved them. And it was free.
Right.
It was free.
And so you're like, if I train here, I'm going to be doing this stuff.
No. I was like, if I train here, I'm going to be good. I never, ever had any desire to be a high flyer, ever.
So when I first met you, I was like, man, this AC Mack guy's really good, but he has the worst T-shirt I've ever seen in my life because it was like
that the white one with the?
Well, it was like a knockoff WWE T-shirt, and instead it said "No fists,"
Yeah.
or "No flips, just fists," it says like "No flips, just Inzies."
So funny story. It was his.
it was Alan Angel's idea.
But I went along with it because I thought it was an original idea. So
oh no.
I didn't know that the indie guys like pretty much take whatever pop culture and like spin it and make it their own thing.
Yeah.
So when I saw a takeover and they came out with it, I was like, what the hell?
You're right.
They're stealing my stuff. And so he had to explain to me, no, this is where I got it from.
Oh no.
Never wore it again.
That's fine. So like the message, I was like, cool, because I'm also like real into. I don't want to ever do anything off the top rope ever.
Ever.
I want to just hang out on the ground and like wrestle. So I was like, I respect that. So you go to this. You start going to this school.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first day of training like?
First day of training. So when I got there, Hughes and Fox were still there. That falling out hadn't happened yet.
Okay.
But the new guys, you go over there with Fox, and you learn how to bump, you learn how to hit the ropes and things like that. And then once you get more advanced, you go on over there with Hughes, and you put the spots together.
Oh, okay.
I started on February 8th.
That sounds backwards.
Yeah. Like
Sounds
looking
like
at it
the
in a
other stuff
bigger
with
picture.
Hughes, and then put the spots together where they are fine. Okay.
But I can definitely see how that seems backward. But that's just how it was. I don't know, and I'm glad it was that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love Fox as a trainer. So by the time I got to like the advanced stage, Hughes had left, so it was just Fox.
Okay.
And me, Austin, and David were his first 3 students. And so,
Austin Theory and David Ali?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And by the time Hughes left, that's when people started like trickling in. So it just went from there.
And so after Hughes leaves,
Mm-hmm.
your class is Austin Theory and David Ali, kind of.
Yeah.
And then maybe some other people that come in
Mm-hmm.
and catch up. But, like, does everybody else that was going to the school under, like, Curtis Hughes, do they just drop off? They quit coming? Or do those guys stick around?
They stuck around. Tony Midas and Ashton Starr stuck around, and they're still here. The others, for whatever reason, stopped coming. Yeah.
Okay, so they stopped coming. So, like, now you've got, like, maybe a school with, like, one obviously, like, very experienced person, A.R. Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got, like, an Ashton Starr and Tony Midas that's been training.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's, like, you guys who come in. So, like, does that make it harder, you think? Or were you, like, more excited that there wasn't so many people to have to compete with right off the bat? Does that make sense?
It makes sense. I don't think I thought about it at the time.
Okay.
I don't think I knew, like, the less people, more one-on-one time.
Yeah.
We just kind of went in there and did the drills, and we did drills with each other and learned from Fox and from each other. And I think with Midas and Ashton still being there, it was kind of like having more than one coach.
Okay.
So I guess that kind of took a lot of pressure off of Fox. I don't know. I felt like the wheels were turning pretty well. Like it gelled pretty well.
Okay. And so you trained for how long do you think you trained before your first match?
I trained. So I started in February 8th, same day as Daniel Bryan's retirement.
Hey.
Started that, and then my first match was June 2nd.
Okay. So you killed Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
You put him out.
Well, I needed my spot.
Right. So he's out. You know they're going to need a big main event guy.
Absolutely.
You walk in. Who's your first match?
It was me and David Ali as the top heel faction of the school. We were the Force.
The Force.
The Force.
Like spelled like the word like F-O-U-R?
Oh, no. F-O-R.
Okay.
Regular
so
Force.
Not representing the WWA 4 at all.
Oh, no. We were against.
You guys are against the school.
Technically, the storyline was Hughes hooked up with David and said, hey, I want my school back.
So he's
storyline. This is the storyline. And so he secretly behind the scenes crafts this maniacal faction to take over the school.
And David Ali is the guy to do it with.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Okay.
So my first match was me and David, and we were going against Kevin Zander, who's no longer there, and the WWA 4 champion at the time, Austin Theory.
Okay. And so from there, you beat Austin Theory for the belt.
A little further down, yeah.
And so now you've been going to the school for a year, or less. Is it less?
When I won the belt?
Yes.
It was less. I won the belt in October.
Right. So you've walked into the school. You've been there a few months.
Mm-hmm.
You're already the champion.
Mm-hmm.
Does this become a trend from now on? You walk into a place. You're there. Maybe a few months. You become the champion? I feel like I've seen this before.
Yeah. You know what? It became such a thing that I just took the nickname Title Snatcher as a joke.
All right.
Because I won the belt in October of 2016, and then I lost the belt in April of 2017.
Okay.
In that same month, I won the Junior Heavyweight Championship at NCW.
Right.
So since April of 2017, and this is now November of 2018, since that month, I've had at least one championship.
So you've always been able to hold on
Yeah,
to
I like
one
gold.
championship since then.
Yeah.
And so, and you've kind of developed this, I don't know, like persona on shows of like, hey, when I walk in, I'm gonna be a main
Give me your
event guy.
championship.
I'm the main event guy. Give me the championship. And I noticed it when I first met you. So I asked Alan Angels this because we couldn't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how you and I met?
I don't remember the specific interaction,
Like,
but I know it
how
was
that-
TWE.
Right. How the hell did you guys get there? And me just be like, okay, these are my guys now.
It had to have been Ashton Starr.
It has to have been, but I wish I could remember it. Because, like, now, like I was telling him, I talk to you guys every day. And I never
Literally.
I never talk to that guy. Like, ever. He's going to maybe listen to this and be like, F
Well,
Chris
fuck.
Crunk.
Right.
But it's cool. Because it's just like, I'm like, what happened? How did this transfer happen? Anyway, that's like my own personal, I want to know.
It was TWE. I just remember your speeches before the show. They were
Yeah.
great. I missed them.
We
I
weren't
have-
friends until I did your speech.
That was true. I did not like Alan Angels. I was like, that guy sucks. Not as a wrestler, but as a person. I did not
As
want to
a
hang out
person.
with him. And then I saw him mimic it. I walked into the back, and he was standing up on the bench, mimicking the speech that I do every show. And I was instantly like, okay, he's in. He understands
He's
what's
in.
going on here. So, now how long have you been wrestling now?
In February it'll be 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
You've been wrestling, and you've done a lot of stuff so far, right?
Yeah.
You know about how many states you've wrestled in?
Give me 1 second.
Oh, you have it?
Oh yeah.
And so, I'll let you look that up. I know you've wrestled in multiple states,
Mm-hmm.
and I know, like, you're asked to wrestle in multiple states now.
Which is great.
right.
Because that was my goal for this year for sure.
And so that's a 2018 goal of how many states you've wrestled in, blah, blah, blah. We'll figure that out in a second.
Right. Here we go.
Got it.
8.
8 states
8.
already 3 years in. And if someone's listening to this and they don't really understand wrestling, it might not sound like a big number,
Yeah.
but that is a big number for 3 years. Because a lot of people spend like the first year, like at their school show or after the show that they trained at, just trying to like work there. And then maybe be branching off to something else that's like normally like very, very almost locally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I see that everywhere I go. It's people that have like trained and they're still like either at the show they trained at or they work like a network of shows within like 40 miles of a show that they trained at. And they'll do that for like a year, 2 years, sometimes even 3. And it's just like, I think that that's a dead end course. So I think the traveling and going to 8 different states in 3 years is huge. That's like
Thank you.
Because like I did not do that. I made like a huge mistake when I 1st started wrestling. And I wanted to stay like in the little network that I was in and just be like the best guy in that little network. But no one's gonna find you there,
Yeah.
obviously. So now, 2018, you wanted to branch out and get into the States. What's the 2019 goal? Like, are you like, hey, I'm gonna try to get on these X shows, or like, hey, I'm gonna try to hit these states. I want to go out west. I want to go up north.
Yeah.
What's the goal?
I definitely want to reach more countries. Woo,
Hey,
slow down.
that's fine,
I
that's
want
fine.
to reach more states. I want to win championships
Mm-hmm.
in more states. I want to create a buzz. I'm keeping it vague on purpose.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't like specifying goals.
Right.
I know that sounds weird.
Well, I think it's weird to say like in 2019 I'm going to be in this company
Yeah.
doing this.
I don't like doing that.
I just want to know like where your headspace is. Like, have you even thought of that? Because
Oh,
some
yeah, for
people,
sure.
like, I don't know. I feel like they're just on autopilot and they're not really thinking about
Yeah.
what they're going to do next year. But I always try to think of like, I'm like, yeah, this is fun what I'm doing right now, but like, what am I going to be doing next year?
Yeah.
So, you've wrestled. I keep like everyone's going on. 3 years.
Uh-huh.
You win every championship of everywhere you go. I know because I hear about it from all my friends. But you're known as like this persona. AC Mack is a persona.
Mhm.
You have an intro that you do.
Yes.
You don't let anybody else announce you, right?
I don't.
So like if I'm the announcer of the show and you came out and got in the ring, I would not be allowed to announce.
Absolutely not.
What's your introduction then?
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I want the whole thing.
So, this is pretty much the script. First of all, I snatched the microphone because it's mine to begin with. And I have to tell people to hush because they're loud and it's annoying to me.
So you don't tell them to shut up.
No.
You say.
I say hush.
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 Mm-hmm.
And I let them know that I'm standing in what is now my ring.
Okay.
Just in case they kind of forgot. And I'm born and raised in the SWATs of Atlanta, Georgia. I weigh in at an undisclosed amount of pounds. A whopping undisclosed amount of pounds.
Okay.
And I give to them this gift, the Mack of all trades, which is a nickname that came from the school actually. And I just say my name, AC Mack.
And so the SWATs of Atlanta, what does that mean?
That is a small region in Atlanta, Georgia. So it is the southwest region of the city. And it got its nickname from Outkast in the 90s.
Okay.
The SWATs, Southwest Atlanta Territories. And so, yeah, that's what that stands for.
Is there a Captain D's there?
Yes, there is.
Excellent.
Yes, there are plenty of Captain D's. And I say that proudly for
Captain D's on this podcast. So,
and not KFC.
You're the Mack of all trades. You have your own, from what I've seen, it's innovated from another move, but it's your own finisher that I've never seen anyone else do.
Somebody called it a straight jacket pedigree on Twitter, and I was okay with that. I didn't.
But you call it the Mack 10.
Absolutely.
And it's an innovative form of a pedigree that God knows hurts way worse than the regular pedigree,
I'm
right?
so glad you get it. I'm so glad you get it.
Well, once you're hooked in a pedigree, it's already going to hurt. But with the pressure of having your arms crossed.
Yes, sir. To make the Roman numeral 10.
Right. Oh, my God. I just now realized it. That's why it's the Mack 10. I've been, thinking about this since I met you, honestly. I always think of, an 18-wheeler truck for some reason. I think that's a Mack 10's probably like an 18-wheeler truck.
Oh, it's a gun.
Oh, it's a gun.
It's
I'm
a gun,
retarded.
yeah.
One.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But they do have Mack is like a type of, I don't know if it's a type of truck. I don't know, but I know a lot of trucks.
Okay,
so yeah, I know
for some
what
reason
you mean.
I always went to 18-wheeler, and I was like, that's such an odd thing for AC Mack to call his finisher, but that's okay. But you're making an X. We're just coming to all kinds of conclusions.
I'm so glad you never asked me that before because now we get to have this
right.
revelation.
It's natural on the podcast. I like it because I'm sitting really close to AC Mack, Alan Angels, and Bailey Blake right now, just so that we can be heard on the microphone because I only brought one.
And I love Roman numerals.
And he loves Roman numerals. All right, so you do a pedigree, innovative finisher. It's the Mack 10. It's way more powerful. What are the influences in wrestling? Who did I think everybody can kind of pick that from your personality that you kind of like this talking, demanding persona. Who else? Was there anybody else?
Well, Triple H.
Okay.
Where the pedigree. I knew coming in, I had no idea what my finish was going to be, but I knew I wanted to honor the pedigree kind of way. So Triple H was definitely somebody I looked at. Chris Jericho. Eddie Guerrero, he was good, but one thing that caught me was it just looked like he was having so much fun out there. That's what spoke to me the most.
You mean
from Eddie?
In 2003, 2004, Eddie?
Yeah.
Right before the passing? Where he just looks like he's having a ball?
He just looks like he's just having fun.
He's just smiling.
Yeah, it wasn't planned. I'm just freestyling, see what happens. That's what it looked like to me. So I love that.
And so these guys, they help you bring them together. Obviously, you add in your own mix. Now you're AC Mack. AC Mack, what does the AC stand for?
It's actually my full name.
Okay.
My full first name is Amin Ra. My middle name is Cordell. That's spelled with a C. And my last name is Mackey.
Okay.
And I decided to shorten it like that because I was a huge AJ Styles mark.
Oh, okay.
When I discovered TNA in 05-ish.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if he's AJ Styles, I'm just going to be AC Mack because, this guy's great. And it's just always been that since 2005.
And so your first name is Amun Ra.
Yes.
What's the descent of that?
So it is a combination of two Egyptian gods. One, Amun, is how they pronounced it originally. When they were, I'm trying to get it right, when they believed in many gods, that was the god of wind. And then when they switched over to, is it Mono? When they switched over to one god.
You're asking me. You want the comfort?
Right, when they switched over to one god,
Yes.
it was just the god of all gods and men.
Okay.
And then that's why you say it at the end of the prayers and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And then they merged that with Ra, who is the sun god.
That I do know. From Yu-Gi-Oh.
From you,
For
exactly.
real.
I was a fan. And then that's where Amun Ra came from. And funny, because my brother's shoot name is Hiru.
Oh,
yeah,
no!
yeah, I'm serious.
Is he conscious?
No. The guy who named
That's
him.
not good. I'm worried about him now.
And so that's the sky god. And so they kind of worked hand in hand in Egyptology. So.
And so your family just like, I mean, are they like spiritual people? Are they like, I love like Egyptian history? Like what's going on?
My dad loves Egyptian history. So my dad switched over to Rastafarianism when he was in college. He went to Morehouse.
Oh, okay.
And he became very Afrocentric, went through a rites of passage and very like conspiracy theorist kind of.
Yeah.
And so that's where that name comes from. My mom is a Southern Baptist Christian. My dad's twin brother is Muslim. My sister actually just converted over to Islam a few months ago. So family reunions are pretty interesting.
So it's like a huge.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah. Pretty interesting.
when you're at these family reunions, right? So we'll say Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Just because that's just what just happened. You're at this huge table, tons of family members. Everybody has their own form of belief at this point. They've got to be talking and communicating, right? Oof. And you would have to shut it down. What would you say?
You know what? I actually cannot do that. It is not possible.
You can't tell them to hush?
We can, no, because I am at a table full of AC Max, older AC Max, louder AC Max.
I just imagined you with an afro, and that's your dad.
Dreadlocks. Dreadlocks.
This is great.
It's a bunch of them. So I just kind of let them have it.
So you're the quiet kid.
In the family, yeah.
Because you get it out in wrestling.
Yeah. I'm the quiet kid at work.
Yeah.
I'm the quiet kid in the family.
Right.
Yeah, believe it or not.
No, that's awesome. So, here we are, 25 minutes in. And I just want to reiterate the time. Now it's 3:49 a.m.
Full Iron Man match, brother.
And we're still awake. I'm not sleepy, to be honest. Johnny Nix just went to sleep like mid-sentence of like your first 5 minutes in the podcast. He went to sleep. So if any like promoters out there listening to this, he's a terrible person. Thank you. 2, I want to ask you about different stuff. So
okay.
You can't just like wrestling, right?
No.
You have to have other interests. What is another talent you have besides wrestling?
When I was at Georgia State University, I was a radio personality for WRAS 88.5 FM. I was DJ Mack and Cheese. I swear to God, it was a real thing.
Everything's coming together as I talk to you. I'm learning so much about AC Mack.
While I was there, I also did a lot of runway fashion shows, and I found like this passion for like,
fashion?
Yeah.
Passion for fashion?
I wasn't trying to do that.
Yes! This is fantastic.
So outside of me just like liking clothes and, cool things, like I really liked walking that runway. And I don't know if this sounds weird or not, but that's the closest thing like from school that reminds me of wrestling.
Wait, so you hit the catwalk sometimes?
Oh, yeah.
This is
Oh,
lit.
yeah.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
insane.
I have pictures and proof and everything. I loved it. I loved it.
I have so many questions about this. One, so don't judge my setup. Now that I know that you're this world profound DJ Mac and Cheese, who's developed a passion for fashion.
Jesus.
And so, if you're gonna walk on the runway, like, do you show up and they just be like, hey, wear this, walk down there, walk back?
Kind of.
Do you pick out what you wear?
You actually don't get to pick
You
out
don't pick
anything.
out
That's
anything.
not like up to you at all.
Okay.
Unfortunately. The ones I did, it was very choreography based. So it's not just walking down and walking back.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the times you'll be out there with a group, or like the shows will have a theme. So there's like a certain type of move you have to hit. But if not, then yeah, you would just like kind of walk down, hit a few poses. So that probably helps with timing. I didn't even think about that with like wrestling and like.
Is there like a song playing that you have to work with?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're not aiming to like walk on beat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know, it's weird. It's like a European type of like fierce mode you have to be in that completely disregards whatever music's playing.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
So you got to keep like a face.
Yeah. Yeah, unless the choreography asks for something different.
Right. So like outside of like, sadly, like besides like stuff like Zoolander, I mean, to be honest, like I don't know a lot about stuff like that, but like obviously it's made as a parody to that stuff.
Yep.
So like when he's saying like I've got to hit this face, like that's a real thing.
It's a real
almost.
thing.
Okay.
It's not as exaggerated as it is in the movie, obviously, but it's a real thing.
Man, that's so exciting.
It's a real thing. Clench your jaw.
How long has it been since you did that?
Ooh, college. I graduated in fall of 2015.
So, gotcha.
And
I mean, are you going to try to do that again, like maybe later, or?
I would love to. So it's actually one of like my far-fetched dreams to like be one of the first wrestlers to walk on New York and Paris Fashion Week, and vice versa. I actually want to be the first wrestler to have like gear made by like Givenchy and like Saint Laurent and all this stuff. So, and Balmain, I think that'd be pretty cool.
And so, do you have passion to make your own stuff, or just to like model it?
I guess both. More model than actually make. Yeah. Like I have ideas, but I know I would want a team and kind of consult with people who know what they're doing. Right.
Well, I'm a terrible like drawer. Do you try to draw this stuff at all?
I can. I used to draw a lot when I was a child. Yeah. Like a lot. I really wish I kept up with that. I don't know why I stopped.
Like keeping up with the drawings you made, or just drawing period?
Just drawing period. Yeah. Who knows where I could have been now, and what the money I could have made, or the museums that I could have been in contact with. But for whatever reason, I stopped that. But every now and then when I'm like drawing gear and stuff, or I need gear made, like I'll draw that up.
Oh, you do draw your own gear? That's cool. Because a lot of people, like, they'll just probably message a gear person and be like, I need tights. Make them look like Seth Rollins, please.
That's my issue. I'm a very picky and hands-on, annoying person. So if I'm paying you and I want it done like how I see it in my head, I'm going to like make sure that it comes out that way. This is the material I want. I want it to look like this when this light hits it. I want like the angles to be even.
Yeah. I
hit up Adrian, God, probably daily when I made the order for mine. Drew it in. You got that? Yeah, if I have anything, I'll ask you some questions. Come back again, draw him another one just to be safe. You got this? Yeah. Like, that's just how I am.
Right.
I want it the way I want it.
And so coming out at these historic, beautiful venues that we get to wrestle at, I bet you're just having a field day with how you look at all times.
Because like that when I walk down the ramp, like it reminds me of like walking that runway. So it's the same confidence. It's the same like that same fierceness. So I love it.
Here's a weird question.
Yeah.
What's the feeling you get like, so say you're about to wrestle Alan Angels and it's main event of the show. Yes. God knows you're going over.
Let's just say a cage is
and
there. Yeah.
A cage is out there. They've already bought the plates for the belt with your name on them. And your music just now hit.
Yes.
You haven't walked the curtain yet. Music just now hits. What's the feeling you got? Are you nervous?
Always.
Always nervous.
Always. Sometimes I am so, well, not even sometimes. A lot of the times I'm so nervous that I'll throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's bad.
So I do this weird thing when I get nervous where I just burp constantly. It's really weird. And so if you ever pay attention to me, you'll see this now as a cheat code. Like if you watch me before my match, I'll be burping every time. And I can't stop it until I go through and it just magically goes away. And in my head, I'm like, I'm dying for realsies. This is it.
I have a confession to make.
Okay, go ahead.
For whatever reason, I can't burp.
Like ever?
I just can't. I cannot do it. But when I'm nervous, I do fart a lot.
That's okay.
So like
You gotta get it out somehow.
right before my matches, like while
You
you're
just let it
burping,
rip.
I'm over there farting up a storm, brother.
That's insane. So, guys, if me and AC Mack ever have to wrestle each other,
Woo!
get out of that locker room
Please.
immediately because we are tearing the walls off.
Oh man.
It's coming in one and going out the other.
Jeez,
No,
I
that
don't
doesn't
know
sound
why.
right. Hang on.
I would hope not.
Coming out both ends.
Yes, that sounds better
Yeah.
than what I said.
Way better.
Yeah, don't worry about that. So, I've talked to you a lot about stuff like music
Mm-hmm.
because I'm really into music, but you're also very passionate about music.
Yes.
What's the kind of music you like to listen to?
I will give anything a chance, but hip hop is my baby.
Hip hop.
That's home.
And so, give me like 3 to 5 hip hop artists that you were like, these are the guys I go to.
Kanye West,
Bingo.
Chance the Rapper, Drake, Pusha T, and don't judge me, but 2 Chainz.
So Drake and Pusha T in the same top 5.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I hope they don't find out.
I hope they do,
Oh no.
because now they're going to try to kick each other off the list.
Oh yeah.
And now we have more hip hop going on, more
Okay.
competition.
So you like when they feud with each other?
I love it. I love
I
it.
actually like it too. I just listened to the Joyner Lucas.
I'm not. I
Yeah,
haven't gotten
Tory
into it
Lanez
yet.
Stuff.
No, I heard it was good though.
It's interesting. I don't know how you feel about Tory Lanez, but I'm not a fan.
Oh yeah.
I'm a Joyner Lucas fan,
Mm.
so of course I'm just like, you got it, dude.
Yeah. More of a
I'm
purist.
so white. I just quoted Full House while we're talking about hip hop. So that's fine. Anyway,
I like them both. Like a lot of feuds, I end up liking both artists. Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, Drake and Meek Mill, Jay-Z and Nas,
Oh,
Tupac and Biggie. Like as far back as you want to go, Ja Rule and 50. Like I'm just a
And
fan
so,
of both sides.
as a Chance the Rapper fan,
Yes.
are you like, don't ever sign with a label, be you type person? Or are you like,
I'm a BU type of person. I don't care if he signs to a label or not. I
Yeah.
just don't want the true essence of Chance to change, like his
Right.
message. Yeah.
so like if he signed with a label, you wouldn't be mad as long as he just still was him.
Right. Right.
But like I guess his attitude is he doesn't want anybody to be in
Okay,
control.
right.
That makes
Mhm.
sense. But
And I mean, he's successful with it, so I'm all for it. I'm
Yeah.
down.
and then I also love 2 Chainz.
Have you seen him live?
I have not seen him live.
Dude is
I would
legit.
probably die.
Oh,
Like get shot to death.
this, yo, like, all are welcome.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man.
He like full out like dances at his concert. This
Oh,
tall,
does he?
skinny dude.
Like choreography
Yeah,
stuff.
no, not like that.
Oh, I
but
was
like,
hey.
his own personal choreography. Yeah, like
yeah,
it's
does
great.
whatever he wants to do. So,
He's just up there having a blast, and I love it.
so like I love 2 Chainz when he's like featured on a song.
Same.
I think it's so interesting
Yes.
because
I think he understands his role.
right he's just a super confident guy.
Yeah. He's funny. He's
Right.
not trying to be the best lyrical rapper.
Right.
He's just out here to have a good time.
I feel the same way about that. I'm glad that you see that the way I do.
Oh, I love him for it.
And then you do like Drake.
I love Drake.
Do you like the latest album?
I think it's okay. Okay, so listen, I love Drake. My issue with Drake is that his bodies of work to me don't seem cohesive, and they're just kind of like, here's a collection of songs. His
Yes.
singles are all good, and obviously he's hitting numbers,
Right.
but I
So-
want like Take Care like all the time.
Yes. So I hate the new format of I feel like it's just like a cheap way to
Yep.
get
I already know where you're going.
platinum. Is like to just put 30 tracks
Yep.
on an album.
Hate it.
And I'm like, I feel like you could sum that down to like 8 good tracks. You're like, hey, these 8 are good, because once you have 30, you have to be able to pick and choose of like, hey, like this doesn't stand out like these other ones
Yeah.
do. And I mean, I guess I would be proud of like everything I did also. You know, like, hey, I wrote these 30 songs. I'm proud of these 30 songs. But it honestly, like, once like the Lil Wayne album that dropped,
Yeah, the Carter
Like,
5.
I get like 8 songs in. I'm like, okay, this is all right. But how do I continue to listen? to 15 more tracks after that.
It's hard for me, and I like Wayne.
Right, me too.
I like Wayne, and I was looking forward to the Carter 5, and once he dropped the track listing, already I'm like,
yes.
damn it. And then I have to sit there and listen through like 15 or 16 filler tracks.
Yes.
Like, why are you here? You don't need to be here.
And so
it bothers me. It really
bothers
does.
Me too. It's extremely stressful because I try to listen to everything.
Yes.
And it makes me want to die. So Kanye West
Absolutely.
is your guy.
It is my guy. Kanye West probably had the biggest influence on the AC Mack character.
Oh, okay.
Music and like character wise.
Like just how he carries himself.
Just how he carries himself. That arrogance.
Right.
That kind of naivete. Just.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Kanye West in any situation would be completely confident in anything he's doing. And I mean, like, you put him on a stage, he's going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
You could dress him up as a baseball player and put him on a team right now.
And he'll find a way to make that work.
And he'd walk out there just like he knew exactly what he was doing. He would be like, I've been a baseball player my whole life. This makes perfect sense to me.
And I love that.
And if you put him in gear and pushed him down the ramp at WrestleMania, he would charge that ring, ready to just beat the shit out of anyone.
I need him to wait till I get there, though.
Please.
Like.
Because that's a match I'd love to see. For the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons.
If you had to pick an album by Kanye West as your favorite, what is it?
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And actually, technically 3 days
it's the
ago.
10 years,
it was
right?
8 years for Dark
8
Fantasy.
Sorry,
but it was 10 years for 808s.
Yes, okay, I have that backwards. I apologize. But I like that one too. So do you like the Kids Next Door? What is it called?
Kids See Ghosts.
Kids See Ghosts.
I
just dropped the name. They're on to us, brother.
No,
anyway.
It's been changed.
Oh, no, I changed it. Suzuki Fun.
No, it's been changed again.
Oh, no. I know nothing.
Knock America now.
I know nothing. And so, the Kids See Ghosts stuff. Do you like that stuff?
Yes. So I heard Kids See Ghosts, and I was like, okay, this is cool. I like this. But I was feeling Yay.
Yeah.
Like the solo album.
Right.
But since then, the more and more I sit with Kids See Ghosts, the more and more I see them perform it. I'm seeing it in commercials now for advertisements.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it too.
I love it.
Ike Cross got me to listen to Dark Fantasy again the other day because he posted about it.
Yeah.
And it made me go back and I just listened to the whole album that whole day while I was at work. And I was like, man, this is a great album too.
I will stand and argue with anybody on this planet that is one of the best albums that has ever been made.
Ever been made.
Ever been made. Rolling Stone agrees with me, but I'm not like saying that because they're saying it. Right. I'm saying it because how much.
Well, they agree with you. You don't agree with them.
Exactly.
Right.
Of course.
They heard you say it.
And I'll give them the rest of my list later on.
Right. They printed. They were like, DJ Mac and Cheese. DJ Mac and Cheese said that Dark Fantasy is the best album of all time.
But yeah,
And he has a passion for fashion.
Which is a Kanye line, which is why I wasn't trying to do that. That came out by accident.
This is all coming together so fast. It's we're at like the 4 a.m. mark where we start getting loopy and we start laughing about stupid stuff. And so I want to do the thing I didn't do with Tyler that I did with Alan Angels. And you got to cut a promo.
Uh-oh.
And so you're wrestling Bailey Blake, the king. King Bailey Blake. You're wrestling him. You just showed up on the show. Guess what? The belt is on the line.
Winner is the king.
Super Wrestling Federation. I just made that line. The crown is on the line. Go.
King Bailey. I want to apologize ahead of time because you're going one-on-one with the Mack of all trades, the title snatcher, and I guess soon to be crown snatcher, AC Mack. You done did it, boy. Because now you have pissed me off. You're in my way. Championships are given to me because they understand who I am and what I bring to the table. And now you're saying, no, 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 I'm just as good as him. Let us fight for it. That's not how this works, King Bailey. You stay in your place, King Bailey. I am number 3 in the state, King Bailey. So when that bell rings and you hear Cold by Kanye West over those speakers, and I come out, and you're hearing the same voice on that live mic that you're hearing on this studio mic, you're going to get nervous. You're going to get those chills on your neck. And before you know it, your face will be driven into the mat by a Mack 10. 1, 2, 3.
Excellent.
Bars.
Now, as number 74 in the list, not even on the list. As number 74, I think that was great.
Yeah,
I think you just moved up to number 2 at least.
for sure.
I'm coming for you, Slim J.
Is that who number 2 is?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
You done did it now, boy.
You done did it now. I don't know where that came from.
Me neither.
Who's that?
I think you just channeled your black magic. It sounds like something he would say.
Wow, yeah, actually, yeah, I agree with that.
It does.
You're going to learn today.
You're gonna learn it. You done did it now. It's the same thing. Tell him that when you see him.
Yeah, I will, actually.
Black magic.
He's going to hate me.
I never.
He is gonna. There's no way he's gonna listen to this. So we gotta be fine.
Oh, I will tell him. I will make it a
Excellent.
point.
Yes. So
Yes.
let me find something else I have to ask you. I'm sorry. I'm excited. Man, we already went over some. Oh, hey, what's your favorite wrestling theme song of all time?
Ooh. Damn, that's hard.
I know that's hard. I know that, AC Mack.
Of all time?
Of all time.
All right. Okay, I need to narrow some down.
Okay.
Okay, so Benoit gets me pumped.
Ooh.
We got DX. Ooh, Booker T.
Mark Henry, man.
I do love that Mark Henry song.
I do love it, but I'm trying to narrow it down right now. I see the DX of Booker T. I'm going Booker T.
Okay.
I'm going Booker T.
I do love the Booker T theme song.
Man.
But can you sing it?
Ooh. Well, no, not. I mean, there's no words.
You don't need them. You can just make it up.
Yeah, that's what I need. I need it to like play,
You
and then
need
I
it
sing
playing.
along with
Okay,
it.
okay.
Does that make sense?
That's
Is
fine.
that like a normal thing?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah,
Booker
I think
T's
I'm gonna go
theme
with
song-
that.
Like, what about King Booker? Are you like,
I love King Booker.
are you like out when it's King Booker theme song? Are you
Yeah.
like, this isn't for me?
Yeah, like it fits for the gimmick, but
Right,
like as
but-
far as like
but you miss the Booker T theme song.
right.
That
Oh,
makes
you know what?
sense.
I don't think this is gonna be the one. Yeah, that's not it.
I don't know.
This is from the WWE Originals CD. Yeah, they like all did their own. Yeah.
Okay.
But I can't
Just
find.
leave it like that.
Okay, we'll just play this.
Okay. Can you dig it?
Straight from
All right.
Apple Music.
And so,
That should be the opening for this podcast.
I don't.
Every podcast.
The can you dig it thing? Yeah. Okay.
And we're gonna fade it out. We're not gonna do an abrupt stop. We're just gonna. And then we're gonna move to the next segment.
That's a DJ Mac and Cheese with a passion for fashion. He knows how to work balancing volumes and stuff. So, if you had to pick a favorite match in the past 6 months, what would it be?
Ooh, just one?
Yes, just one. You
Ah.
pick 2, you're fired.
Can I go to SmackDown if I'm fired?
Yeah.
Past 6 months would probably have to be my match with. I'm sorry, I'm cheating. They're gonna be mad when they hear this, but it was my match with Austin, the Action Wrestling, back in August.
Austin Theory,
Yeah.
Action Wrestling.
Yes,
Didn't you just wrestle him again, though?
I did. And it was at
But that one.
That no, it was, I did like it. Don't. I definitely did like it, but the one at Action, we were in the main, so it was just a better story. I felt like it just felt like a bigger fight feel, and we got in trouble for going over by 10 minutes. So,
Oh.
of course, we had
10 minutes.
way.
What was the time limit?
15.
15.
Yeah.
But you guys were going the dirty 30.
Yeah.
You guys were shooting for the dirty 30,
Yeah.
which is my favorite. Because if you're on the indies, right, and you're not trying to work the dirty 30 every time you go out there.
Which I'm not. I'm not trying to work the dirty 30.
I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, brother.
Who trained you? No, I'm just kidding. So you guys are out there.
Yes.
The 15-minute mark's coming around.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening?
Double down.
Is the ref saying, let's go home?
Yeah.
And you guys are like, oh, hell no, brother.
No. Actually, believe it or not,
Uh-huh.
it got so deep into the match, past the time mark, that Grandpa is like, hey, y'all need to go home now. They're saying go home now.
Mhm. So he's got the headset on.
Yeah. And I'm looking, and I can't, like, communicate to Austin. He's way over there. It's one of
Yeah.
those
Right.
moment spots. And I just look over at Grandpa, and I'm like, tell them we said we're sorry. Because I know how much more we have planned.
Does he have a way to talk to him? Does he not just have an earphone in and that's it?
I don't know. I'm just, listen, I'm like, I know how much more we have planned.
Yeah.
I know how Austin is, and I know that what we have planned is just, it's going to happen.
So you know if you go over there and you're like,
So
Austin,
I know.
we gotta go home. He's like, oh hell no, I'm on the ball, brother. And then he boots you in the gut, puts you down. He reaches around, grabs your leg, somehow flatlines you out of it. It doesn't make any sense.
It was,
Oh.
but I had so much fun in that match. That was my first main event match at Action,
Okay.
and I feel like that kind of put me in the main event, like as a staple
And you're
there.
about to do a fatal 4-way for the belt there
Right.
with
It's
Kane
Kane Justice,
and
number 2 Slim J, and number 5 Ike Cross.
Hate that guy.
It really doesn't matter who's in the match though, because we know the outcome.
Right.
Right.
Now, Ike Cross is my friend,
Yes, our friend.
our friend, but I don't think he can beat you.
I don't think so either.
I've
And-
never seen it.
Texting him right now.
And he turned on me
Oh,
on the last show.
I thought you guys were friends.
I thought so too. But then he turned on me, thinking, I guess he thinks he can beat me. But I need him to come back to the hand that fit him. I need him
So
to.
you're the leader of the group.
Are you asking?
No, I'm saying it. You're the
Oh,
leader.
you're
of the
saying.
group.
Okay,
You're
okay.
the
I have to
leader of
make
the group.
sure.
You are the leader of the group.
I mean, yes.
Yes.
And
This whole time, we've wondered where Tommy Maserati was, but the leader has been here this whole time.
this whole time, I don't know. He
Rest in peace, Tommy Maserati. He's dead.
He's not dead. R.I.P.
he left.
he's
he
a
left your
misfit.
boy.
He did. No, that's my phone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Stop.
I thought that was my phone.
He's just taking my phone.
Once we turned Booker T down, I
Now
just
he's
lost.
the phone snatcher.
Crab snatcher.
All right, so we're like coming around the hour mark.
Oh, it's over.
Well, I mean, we can do this forever.
Brother,
'cause
I
we're
got
gonna
stamina for
we're
days.
just
The
gonna
best
do
thing
this
is we're
when it
gonna do this when this stops. And we're gonna keep doing this.
Mhm.
Let's ask other people. So Bailey, get in here.
Oh boy.
I'm in. What's your favorite AC Mack match you've ever seen in your life?
Ooh, I'm just gonna put him on the spot.
Yes.
Oh man.
He's thinking to himself. He's like, I've never watched an AC
Never
Mack
seen
match.
an AC Mack. Hey! Just say him and Austin Theory. That's all you got.
Oh yeah, from Action. I heard that one was
Yeah.
real good.
Pretty
I heard
good.
the story about AC Mack versus Austin Theory from Action, where they had a lot more planned.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I mean, we did it.
he looked the referee dead in the eye like an action movie and said, "I'm sorry."
No, tell them.
Tell them I said I'm sorry.
Tell them we're sorry. You didn't even remember the story, and you just told it 6 seconds
Yeah,
ago.
jeez, come on, man.
Were you
It's
asleep?
4 a.m.
There's no way he was
It is
awake.
4 a.m. It's 4:14.
Alan Angels.
What's up?
You seem older than me.
Ah,
As a man that's wrestled and put AC Mack over
right.
in every city in this GD state.
Hang on.
Except though,
Hang on.
Oh, wait, what?
Let him finish his question because I have some news for Chris. Crunk.
yeah.
What is your favorite AC Mack match?
Well, my favorite AC Mack match is this one where I beat him.
Oh no!
Which one?
Oh my god.
The second time I beat him, actually.
You've beaten him twice.
That's right. In a ladder match. And it was awesome.
For the NCW title.
Yeah. And he
Mhm.
gave me the 6 sling blade off of the ladder.
You did a sling blade off of a ladder?
It hurt.
It was not my idea.
Ladders don't call spots.
Ladders do not call spot. I want to say that again for the people in the
Right.
back. Ladders do not call spots.
The booker pulled us over before the match, and he was like, guys, just remember, ladders do not call spots.
That's a good
Yeah.
Yeah.
bit of
It's
information to
great-
know
it's
before you
great-
go out there.
Great advice.
Because if
Great.
there's anything I'm worried about when I'm in a ladder match is the ladder creeping up on me.
You should be.
And he says, "Hey, brother,
'Cause
let's work a hold." And I say,
Because we have
Slow
spots
it down.
planned, and we get out there, we're like, okay, cool, we got our spots. And the ladder's like, I don't like this spot.
Right.
I'm not doing this one.
So you've done ladder matches.
Yes.
What's the craziest match you've done?
The craziest match I've done is with a wrestler who is no longer a wrestler, Bobby B. BMX Bobby B. Remember him?
Jesus Christ.
Is that not Bobby Flacco?
No, it is not.
Is it not Cavern Canyon?
It is his brother.
Is that not Bobby Flacco?
It is not Bobby Flacco. They look exactly alike.
So, go on. Continue.
So this match was at the school. He and I, fun fact, both have the same birthday, September 27th.
Okay.
So we decided to have a birthday SWATs street fight at the school.
Is it on September 27th?
It was on September 29th.
I feel ripped off.
Well,
Continue.
that year it was on a Tuesday. It fell on a Tuesday. And we had that match, and that was the first time I had ever done anything with weapons. And if I had it my way, it would have been the last time I ever did anything with weapons. We were just out there just effing each other up. We didn't know how to protect each other with weapons. We were just trying to have a good street fight. I had so many whelps on my back.
When did the BMX come out?
Oh, he rode out with it in his entrance.
He didn't give you the big shot to the head with the BMX.
No. I actually attacked him off of it as he came out, and we just started
Like
off high.
clotheslined him off the BMX
Oh, brother,
as he
yes,
rode out?
sir. Yes, sir.
Did
He
he
comes
cut
through the curtain, so he can't like really see what's behind the curtain,
Yeah.
but it's me.
Did he cut the flip?
He didn't really cut the flip though. The bike almost did.
So
but
you're
he didn't.
wrestling Bobby Flacco.
Yes.
I mean Bobby BMX.
Oh yes, yeah. I didn't even catch that. Yes, Bobby B, BMX Bobby B.
And so you killed him in this match, and now he's retired.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically.
And so you're not a fan of doing gimmick matches.
No.
That's
no.
okay.
I
don't want to do that either. I get that.
I've been in gimmick. I've been in street fights.
Uh-huh.
I've been in a cage match, which is actually one of my favorites that I've had.
Who was the cage match
It
against?
was with Alan Angels, and guess who won?
Who?
Alan Angels.
Your boy. Your boy.
He won the NCW. He beat me for the NCW Heavyweight Championship.
yeah.
He took Nancy away from me.
So in the best of 35 series, you guys are currently doing. You're at like 13, and he's at 2. Is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
In singles, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I've been in that. Recently, I was in a casket match. Yeah. Yeah, this was on Halloween. Well, Halloween week.
Uh-huh.
Remember this? I remember hearing that.
He lost.
I lost.
Dang.
Mike Mars.
Buried alive.
It was the debut.
How'd you get out?
Well, afterwards, the refs just opened it back up, and
Like
they brought me
in
back
front
out.
of the crowd.
In front of the crowd. I asked beforehand how I was going to get out, and they told me, and I was like, oh, okay, so with that.
Yes.
But I do want to point out, just in case, you know what, even if you do think it's a small space, it's even smaller than you think.
Yeah, I don't want to be in a casket.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It sounds terrifying.
Oh, it was very terrifying.
Especially if there's like a way to lock it.
Yeah, because
I'm
you're
out.
like, it's at the end of the match, so you're tired and gasping for air. And where are you? In a place with no air. So it sucked.
And so is like a confined space like a fear that you have?
Not that I know of.
What's your fears?
Heights,
Heights.
for sure.
So that is that why there's like no top rope stuff?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So like even just the the 6-7 feet up, you're like, no way,
No way. No way.
I'm out.
I can jump pretty high, so I use that. But I mean,
Do you do like roller coasters and stuff? Or
Yeah.
You're out on that?
yeah, I do roller coasters. I feel safer in a roller coaster than I do on the top rope
Okay.
because I'm more controlled. I'm safe. They
You're
got
like
me.
locked into something.
Yeah, I can fall off the top rope,
That's true.
and that would be very disastrous. I don't like it. And most of my favorite wrestlers didn't go to the top rope.
Right.
They were charismatic enough to where they didn't need to.
Yeah.
So that was like my goal. That's like kind of what I molded AC Mack around. Figured if I had a strong enough character.
Is there a move that you ever really wanted to do, but you
Mhm.
maybe couldn't get it, or you haven't tried it, or you haven't like really like worked on it? Is there like just a random move?
Like from
Anything from anywhere?
I'm pretty sure there is. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Yeah. I'll have to get back to you on that one. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Chris. Damn, that's the first one I didn't answer.
That's okay. You can call it in later.
Yeah, I will. When you're doing like
When you do like, call me, and I'll put you on speakerphone and we'll interrupt his.
Hey, I got it.
So, I've interviewed Alan Angels,
Mhm.
Tyler Riverava
Oh, I can't wait for him to hear that.
of GB1C, and now AC Mack.
Yeah.
I'm noticing a trend here. I'm only interviewing my friends.
For now.
Man.
For period.
Oh.
I might just get done with the friends and start back over
Oh.
with
I
your
like
boy.
that.
Part 2.
I like that.
Right.
Yes.
So we can talk about what he's done in the past 60 minutes. All right, we'll wrap it up. Plug your social media.
I am AC either dash or underscore MACK everywhere.
Okay. Instagram.
Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, like all of that. If you Snapchat, just try either of those two, either AC dash Mac or AC underscore Mac on any type of social media,
You rock the Tumblr, right?
and I'll rock the Tumblr.
Well,
That's probably my favorite.
You
Actually,
just repost on there or what?
Yeah, I just repost. Yeah, if I do come up with like an original text, it'll be like basically just text. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like from a line or from a song I like, or poetry. I used to do poetry a long time ago. So
Yeah.
like just little couplets here and there, but mainly it's reblogging, yeah. And I keep everything black and white. And like my goal is to have people when they go to the page or the dashboard or whatever, they feel like they're walking into like a museum, kind of like. I want
Okay.
that feeling, like that
And it's-
aesthetic.
Are you just like reposting, or it's called reposting on
Yeah,
there, right?
repost, reblog, yeah.
Are you reposting just quotes that like you're like, hey, these describe how I feel / who I
Ooh.
am?
No, those are more like the original posts. But the
Okay.
reblogs are like, I mean, anything that I like between fashion, music, pro wrestling, nudity from both genders. I'm like a fan of like
Yeah.
the body itself.
Yeah.
So I post a lot of that. Yeah, just anything, sneakers, just anything I like.
So, because
yeah.
I feel like as a pro wrestler,
Mhm.
on like a Twitter and a Facebook,
Yeah.
you have to keep it very uniform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you posted like, I don't know, like some of that stuff that you would post on a Tumblr, like I feel like
Oh yeah, now that's
people would
yeah.
instantly be like, you're just a bad person. It doesn't make any sense to me sometimes. Some stuff I completely get
yeah.
because I see it from other people, and I'm like, man, why are they posting this stuff? But I feel like you have to be more like, you're working a job
Yeah.
on a Facebook or a Twitter, and even Instagram-ish. I feel like Instagram you can get away with a little bit more, but definitely on Facebook and Twitter. So that's cool. So like, your Tumblr is more like
A personal kind
right,
of,
like hey,
yeah.
like this is like the stuff that people
Yeah.
don't see. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and I don't mind sharing it. I feel like, yeah, I don't really have much that I'm like, oh, I don't want the fans to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have that. I don't think.
Well, I think that's important.
So, I would definitely share the Tumblr as well. The Tumblr is Amin Ra.
I gotta check out the Tumblr.
Yeah.
I have a Tumblr. I don't remember the name of it though. Because I haven't used it in like
Yeah.
3 years.
I was just
probably.
about to ask you yours. I was gonna follow you.
Well, I'll download it and figure it out what the hell it's called, and we'll follow each other.
Yes, we have a Tumblr party.
Because then I'll have a reason to post on there if I have a friend on there.
Yeah, I'm on there.
Hell yeah.
I'm on there, dude. I'm on Wattpad. I'm on all that.
Screw you guys. I'm going to Tumblr. So I will no longer ever be doing podcasts. I'm
You
now
can do
just
them
gonna,
on Tumblr.
I'm now going to post this on Tumblr with my friend AC Mack. And that's it. Thanks. See you guys.
Good night.
Bye.
We ran the Iron Man.